thermal research and development, we're going to install the new 3-inch exhaust system. This is for the 2022 Honda Accord. With this system, we're going to remove the factory exhaust tips that are mounted to the bumper as well, and these new tips will be mounted to the exhaust itself. I'm going to remove the factory tips from the bumper valance itself. And there's 3 little bolts you need to get with an 8mm socket. Install the thermal supplied copper gasket. I'm going to lubricate the studs with some WD-40. Set this gasket in place over the factory studs. Meander this pipe in place and supporting the exhaust system. Now we're going to install the mid pipe, or what's called the Y pipe, over the midsection of the car. We're going to do that using this 3-inch double compression clamp. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put an indicator mark on the back of this center muffler. We're going to go to the very back of the pipe, and we're going to come up and measure 1.5 inches, and that'll be our mark as to how to set the clamp. You can then set this clamp in place with the hardware pointing down. We're going to go all the way up past our indicator mark till it hits the muffler. We're going to lubricate our center hanger for easy install. Bring this mid pipe up in place. The hanger probe through that factory hanger. Support the pipe. I'm going to slide this clamp back down to our indicator mark. This just allows us to know that there's proper amount of tubing on each side coming through. I'm going to bring this pipe all the way forward. Pipe in proper position on the clamp. We're going to snug this one up. We're not going to completely tighten it down because we have some final adjustments to do with this pipe to make sure it's level. We're now going to install the passenger side Helmholtz chamber. First thing we're going to do is take the factory hanger and lubricate it and then install it on the muffler. We're going to come up to this hanger up here and lubricate it. Now this rubber hanger is also marked with an up sign. We're going to check and make sure it's proper and that it didn't spin around during the removal. We'll be installing it with this double compression 2.5-inch clamp, and like we did on the forward clamp, we're going to come up and we're going to mark 1.5 inches, indicator mark. We're going to come to the other side while we're here and mark another 1.5 inches. With this clamp, with the hardware inbounds and the nuts down, we're going to slide it over that connection and we'll bring it all the way down and out of place. Stick these 2 hanger probes through the factory rear hanger. Come up and install the hanger on its probe on the front side of the muffler. We can bring this up, slide up to the indicator mark, Make sure the pipes are close to touching. We're going to snug this clamp up at this time as well. Not taking it to its complete tightness at this time. We'll now repeat this process on the driver's side. We got all the product on the car properly aligned, and we're going to tighten these rear two clamps first. Remember, the front one is loose enough so it can adjust in there. Tightening these rear clamps will self-align the Y pipe. And we're going to come up here, finish that one as well. I'm going to reassemble the front dirt shield. I'm going to reinstall the cross member. At this point, we're ready to install the tips. You have a driver's side and a passenger side. Longest tip goes inbound. We're going to be installing the stainless steel polish tips. Remember that they are available in a ceramic black coated tip. So we take a 2.5 inch single band clamp, slide it over the tip, hardware inbound and nut facing down. Work that all the way forward on both the driver's side and the passenger side. We're going to snug them up just ever so slightly. I'm going to adjust them level and even distance outwards. Once the tips are mounted in place, go forward and check all your connections again. Make sure everything's gotten put back on the car and you're set to go.